two on how did we make our first million.
So the second one is transformation, which is like many people believe, oh, because I'm just like this, I'm gonna be there forever. Or because I was born poor, I'm gonna stay poor. Or just because I'm gonna be like, just because I was not good at making calls, I come from a family that nobody had businesses before. They think that forever they're gonna be there. Successful people believe in transformation. Successful people believe that it doesn't matter who you are, you can change.
Yes. The thing is that I remember when we started a journey of running for our first $1 million, we were making
nothing. We came from zero.
Yeah, we came from nothing. We came from zero. But one of the things that really helped us was that we read this book about bodybuilding. And we read this book about this concept of the 90-day transformation. And I remember reading this book and thinking, if somebody can transform their entire body, their physiology, like this is people that were extremely overweight, and they went on this transformation journey for 90 days, I can make money. That's bottom line what I thought. Like I can change. I can go from being poor to actually becoming rich through this concept. So I remember reading that book, and something that we started doing was that we started to think, the person that I am right now, not to think, but to realize the person that I am right now is not the person that is going to become a millionaire. So we started to do these funny things that we will do. Like, for example, how does a millionaire talk? Like, how does a millionaire walk? What does a millionaire eat? And you will say things like, you remember Breakfast of Champions and things like that. Like things that we used to do. We will just think about like, how does a millionaire make decisions? And then you start thinking differently. How much a millionaire reads? And you start actually making different decisions throughout your day.
So I'm addicted to watching. Have you ever seen these transformation stories? And like in this book, right? The name of the book, Body for Life, right? Mm-hmm. Bill Phillips. And in this book, what is impressive about this book, like it's nothing, like it's a regular book that teaches you how to train, how to diet. But what is impressive about this book is they have the picture before and after. Yeah. And they have this picture about this guy with glasses, overweight, and then all of a sudden you see this guy, you don't recognize him. This couple that is just like a regular, and then all of a sudden they're in shape. So this also tells you that anybody can do it. Anybody can win. Anybody can, it looks great. Everybody can become successful. And we started reading books about people who transform. We started reading stories about people who were they grew up in a certain difficulty and they become successful. You can hear the stories, you can read the stories about Elon Musk, you can hear the story about Oprah, you can hear the stories about Bill Gates, you can hear the story about Patrick Bet-David, you can hear the story about the rags to riches. But the key point of this one is that people believe in transformation.
So how does someone start that journey of transformation?
It's a mindset.
Is it through reading?
No,
so
it's a mindset.
Yeah, but let me tell you something extremely funny about Rodolfo that some people know, our closest of friends know probably. But Rodolfo, it's a bookworm, okay? He loves books. And to the point that we can be watching a movie and he gets absolutely upset if the movie is not actually building up his mindset. So we have this thing that if I want to watch like a cheap flick, I have to watch it by myself, of course. But if we're watching a movie, all of a sudden he just loses his mind. He's like, why am I watching this? Why am I watching this? And he actually picks up a freaking book and he reads. I am watching a movie, enjoying a movie at bed or like at the couch. And he actually starts just reading in the middle of the movie, just like extremely annoyed about the fact that I am watching a movie.
So
Rodolfo.
Reading is great. Reading is therapeutic. Reading, you can find the answer you're looking. You can find it in reading. Sometimes you can be reading and you can find the idea that you were looking the entire week, the entire day, the entire year. One book can take you places that you've never been before. One book can give you the idea, like literally, an idea that can make you millions of dollars. And the book reading comes from the same mindset of transformation. Because you're reading, because you're planning, you're looking to transform. That's why, that was what I was explaining the other day. That's why bodybuilders, they do great in the business. That's why bodybuilders are great entrepreneurs, because a bodybuilder believes in transformation. A bodybuilder doesn't get worried if they gain weight. A bodybuilder doesn't worry if they lose muscle.
Because they know they can.
They can
change.
transform. They know they can change. Somebody thinks like this. Somebody who doesn't believe in this mindset, which is so powerful. Somebody who doesn't believe like this is, oh my gosh, I'm an immigrant. I don't speak English, or I'm overweight, or I'm not good with people. I don't know sales. I don't know this. And they stuck. The person that believes in transformation searches, starts looking for, it starts investigating, starts looking for mentors, because the transformation believes in changing.
So how about the thing that we do that I think that couples, if one of you is a reader and the other one you're not a reader, this is a tip of something that we do. Every time that we read a book, we talk about it with each other.
That's right.
Yes. So I haven't been the greatest reader, but Rodolfo reads all of these books and what he does, and he talks to me about them. So I am more like, he reads and I'm the action oriented. He will tell me 1-2 things and I'm like, okay, let's implement that right away. Like, tell me more about what you read. So typically I when he's reading a book, I start asking him, what did you get out of the book? And we talk about it.
When you're reading, the ideas come, right? And you want to share it with somebody. So if you're reading and you're a couple, share whatever you're reading. And also sharing helps you retaining what you have read. So when I'm reading, the other day I read this story about this lawyer, and he's doing a TED Talk, and he's talking about the importance of identity. Has like millions and millions of views on TikTok. And I read the story about him in a book, and then I went and I shared that with Ceci, the power of identity. And the power of identity tells the story about this lawyer that he's talking to his grandma and changed his life. Then Ceci heard the story about it, and then Ceci posted a story that changed her life. A story about your grandma, how your grandma changed your life. A story can change your life. A message, a phrase, a quote. So, transformation.
Yeah. So about that, here's another question. How did we improve our reading schedule? Because that's something that people typically ask. So if you're gonna transform yourself, how do you do it, right? So you start reading. It's a mindset. You change your mindset. It's a constant improving mindset. So how did we do it? How did we? Can you share a few things of what are the things that you do to read more? Because there's something we put ourselves on a schedule. We did the no TV. We had no TV for like how many years?
For years.
For years, like at least our first, what would you say, 6 years? Mm-hmm. At least for our first 6 years, we didn't have a TV. The only TV we had was at the office. And if we wanted to watch a movie, we will watch it on our laptop. But it was intentional for us to force ourselves when we were home not to watch anything that it wasn't.
I suggest to people the way that if you never been a reader or you never have the habit before, what I suggest is only read something that you like at the beginning. So only read something that you enjoy. Sometimes somebody doesn't have the habit of reading and they say, I'm going to buy these tech books and I'm going to try to read this book.
Like
Don't
myself.
do that. Don't do that because you're not going to read them. So get the book that you enjoy.
Like Rodolfo will get so annoyed because I will buy like, okay, I'm going to learn about this. And I will buy 10 books about it and I will read like 1 page or 2 pages and then I will
end up reading all of them.
So Rodolfo will read all of it.
So what I suggest is get a small book, a book that you like.
And Rodolfo will say this.
So the suggestion is not for you.
So Rodolfo will say like, oh, you're not going to read that. You're buying it anyways. You're so mean.
No, I said it. But get something that you like. Maybe start with that.
You actually discourage my reading.
I discourage your reading? How come? How do I discourage?
You will tell me. You'll be like, why are you reading that book if you're not going to finish it anyways? So I'll be like, he's
that's
right.
a challenge. I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you.
Like, he's right. I'm not going to read it while I'm reading
So
it.
my suggestion is, but now if you like to read everything. And my suggestion is have a place where you read. So have a place.
Yes.
So they call it, some people call it the thinking chair or your thinking place. So find that place. I have a thinking place where I go and I read, and I love it. I love to go to that place. Make sense?
What about you carry your book all the time? Rodolfo
I
has
carry
this
the book
habit
all the
that
time.
Whatever book he's reading, like you will see this book under his arm the entire time.
Yes.
And
You
in the
carry,
car, like,
so that helps you.
I carry it in my purse all the time, but I don't open it.
No, that helps you because you go to a doctor and you're in the waiting room. You go to a place or you're in the car, you're waiting for your spouse to get ready. You're waiting for something like that. So you can read 2 to 3 pages over there. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. That's exactly how we did it, yes.
But only the people who read is the people who believe in transformation.
Interesting.
Only because if now why you are reading? If you already know it. If you already know everything.
You're right. Here's a tip though. If you read, this is proven. I read it somewhere or heard it from somebody. And if you read for a certain amount of time, 90 days, 6 months, a good 20 minutes. So that's like what, 10 pages of a book a day. Your income is going to start doubling over and over and over again. So every time that I want to increase my income, that's exactly what I do. I go back to like, okay, I need to read more. I need to get into my reading schedule. I need to get back into my reading habit and increase my reading. I've heard of people that they go and they read like thousands of books throughout their 10 years, and they go and they completely transform themselves. And something that we did was that you went, I cannot say for myself, but he went on a run of reading 2 books a week. And that absolutely transformed our business. That was the year that we became millionaires.
Excellent. So my suggestion is believe in transformation, believe in improvement. If you believe in that, your life is about to change.
Thank you for watching. That's exactly how we started our transformation journey and how you can do it too. So remember, read, increase your reading schedule. It's going to help you to transform. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like our video, and that you share it with everyone. And stay tuned for tip number 3 on how we became millionaires. Bueno, ahí.